The Dark Realm where nothing is as it seems. This is the story of the doll that sits up at night. Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there was a little girl who had a favorite doll. Now this doll was special because every night when the little girl went to sleep, she would sit the doll up in a chair by her bed so that it could watch over her while she slept. And every morning when the little girl woke up, she would find a doll sitting in the same position, perfectly upright in the morning light. At first, the little girl's parents thought it was quite funny. How could a doll just sit up by itself? But then it started to creep them out. They began to wonder if their little girl was moving the doll herself while they were sleeping. So one night they decided to stay up late and catch their daughter red-handed. But no matter how long they waited, the doll just sat there in the corner, perfectly still. And in the morning, just as before, it was sitting upright as if by magic. The parents were completely baffled. How was their daughter doing this and why? They asked her if she was moving the doll and she said, "No, I don't move the doll. I just put it there before I go to bed." The parents were even more confused. So they decided to move the doll's chair further away from the bed, thinking that if their daughter was somehow magically levitating the doll over to the chair, then it wouldn't be able to reach it if it was further away. But the next morning, they found the doll sitting in the same position as before, right in the corner by the bed. Just then, the doll suddenly blinked. The little girl and her parents screamed in fright. Then the doll did something even more terrifying. It smiled. A wide, toothy grin spread across its face. The little girl fell to the floor in shock. Her parents, too scared to move, just stood there frozen with fear as the doll slowly, ominously blinked again. From that day on, the family never played with the doll again. They were too afraid of what it might do next. They put it in the attic, deep in the darkest corner, locked away with all of their might. But sometimes in the middle of the night when the moon is full and the wind is just right, they can hear the sound of footsteps in the attic, slow and deliberate, coming closer and closer until they reach the chest where the doll is kept. And sometimes, just sometimes, if they listen very closely, they can hear the faint sound of a maniacal giggle. That was the story of the doll that sits up at night. Thank you for watching. If you liked this story, please follow The Dark Realm for more creepy tales. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an upload. Until next time, sleep tight.